This is the last feature premiere before the launch next week. So this is going to go over DD and just the two new modes. They spent a lot of the time talking about Diamond Quest and a little about Weekend Link, but we busted out the notepad. I watched the recorded portion and sort of bounced back and forth in the live thing. So you don't have to. If you do want to watch the whole stream, it is an hour and 44 minutes. It didn't fully complete. They had problems and the stream just died and they didn't come back. So they didn't show the back end of it, but there's enough information there to sort of get through it. And by the way, next week's going to be absolutely insane. I think there's a stream every day, including the dev tournament. We don't care about the dev tournament, but there's a lot of stuff coming next week. So there's a lot of videos coming out next week, more than likely, at least to a certain degree. I think what I'm going to do is just cover everything all at once and kind of keep with the format we have. If you don't know, the new format will be Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, because one for content, Tuesday, Friday are for content purposes, and then edited videos will be Monday and Thursday. So keep all that in mind. But we got the notes, so we'll be scrubbing through this as best we can, and I will highlight the stuff that's important, and we'll go from there. So leave a like, subscribe so you don't miss any more of the stuff. Next week we're starting hard. Not subscribe. Go to the Twitch, hit follow because we will be live. Opening night We'll be playing on Thursday night. We'll have a video on Friday. I guarantee it's going to be a fun time. There's going to be a lot of stuff coming out, especially early on. And we're going to hit all this new modes and these new things pretty dang hard. So thanks for that. All that's out of the way. Let's go. Okay, so feature premiere. By the way, I do have to admit, I don't know who runs their audio down there, but if you somehow see this, in the name of all that is holy, I work with audio. I work with live streams on a weekly basis. For the love of God, whose ever mic was coming in hot every time they started talking, that turn the gain down. That's all I ask. Good, sweet baby Jesus. All right. So I'm actually going to mute this. And I'm just sort of going to cover stuff while the video plays. If there's stuff we'll sort of touch on, because there's stuff, but I want to get through the things here. So let's skip ahead here. So they first start talking about weekend mode. Now here's the things of the weekend mode. By the way, stellar rewards. I think this is a must play for everybody, but here's basically what it is. So this right here. So actually here, we're going to do this correct. We're going to start left and we're going to go our way right. So the rankings here are going to be based on ranked seasons ratings. Everyone will start in bronze, but as you play, you're going to be a little bit higher. So this right here, this is where everyone starts. So if you don't play a single game in ranked for that season, you will be here in this bronze here, and then you work your way up. You will be placed in 100-person leaderboard, and that's kind of where that's going to play. Now, here's the fun part, and I was mentioning this before. I keep going back to the mobile game I've been playing for 9 years at this point. Dokkan Battle. They have a thing called World Tournament. It's an absolute hellhole. I hate it. I want them to burn it. But they have local rewards in there. And you're in, I think, 100-player pool. Here's the problem. If they do ranking rewards based on leaderboard rankings, where it's like Windows and stuff, like number 1 and 2 gets, like top 5 gets something different. If you're paired up with a goon, like you're paired up with a streamer, you're paired up with a guy who's got no life, no girlfriend, no wife, no husband, no wife, whatever. You might have a rough time, but I think it seems well contained. So I would say give it a shot because these rewards are too damn good, especially if you climb the ladder. But it does say here, it kind of does say this. Actually, I'm stupid. Climb ladder for top 10 finish. So number 1, you would get 15 show packs, 25 show packs, 15. Those are good rewards. Now, let's talk about games 1 through 6. They did make the point that these 6 games matter the most. They're 9-inning games, so there's going to be 6 of them over the course of 4 days. Now, here's the part that I think is going to throw people off. To get all those rewards, the ones you see here, you have to win 6 games in those first 6. Then after 6 wins, you jump to this thing right here. I'm assuming 7+ each win. You just get like a Bonds of Habit pack and no stubs. I don't know if this changes cumulatively as days go, but they were kind of talking about these are the things that are going to matter. Can you win these 6 in a row? Now, I don't know what the odds are of somebody doing that per se. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. They didn't break it down, and I don't think anyone's really talked about it. I think I saw a comment talking about the odds of going like 10% here. You see goal, I'm just gonna say goal 2, even better rewards. So I don't there some people were thinking this is going to be that ultra competitive mode that we sort of wanted for a while, which is totally fine for it. I don't necessarily know per se. I don't have an opinion. I get it. It just feels sort of odd, I guess, that we're putting it on there, because it just feels like BR in another form with 9 inning games. But by the way, here, if you see, look over here. I don't know if you could see it because of the face cam. Shohei's a 91. I think he is the highest card in Diamond Dynasty Live Series right now. Is probably Shohei. So keep that one in mind, that he's gonna be expensive again. Not that we didn't know that. Also, I had a scan talking about this 88 plus. So it looks like it's going to be 88 to 91 would be my guess. And I don't know how many 88 pluses there are. We'll sort of see how things kind of go. So other notes here for this mode here. It's time limited, 6 9 inning games, 100-person leaderboard, more value for online play. First one's going to be at the end of ranked season, which is around April 11th, and it should go from Friday to Tuesday. Your divisions equal ranked ratings. All players will be bronze, so if you don't play, you can do there. Rewards are sellable and will be in multiplayer program and lower rewards. This is only a one-player mode, and the first 6 games give you rewards. Every loss eliminates 1 reward. We were talking about that earlier. And by the way, let me scroll back here really quick. They showed the Stadium Classic thing right here. So Weekend Classic, I'm guessing it would just be like those packs again that would show up that would have them. And they really sort of repeated themselves. That was a sort of theme for this one. A lot of repeated things, a lot of repeated statements. But that's the gist of this mode. If anything, I would say this is your chance to play ranked and get really, really good at ranked. Play along with me. I'm an absolute shitter. I am not good at this game. I don't know why I make content on it. I am bad. I am awful. But I'm going to be playing a lot of ranked, climbing the ladder, because I think practice makes perfect, and I've heard other creators say it, so I figured, hey, why not? Let's look stupid. If we're going to be dumb, we're going to be dumb together. Now, this is where they spent a lot of their time. Let's just keep scrolling here. Oh, by the way, son of a gun. This is going to be the new Do Up thing. I think this looks great. Again, some more first looks. We see Will Smith's an 85. Devers is an 81, and Santander is an 82. So this is going to be the new thing, which I think is great because it looks cleaner. I'm glad they did stuff like this. I think this is great. Now let's jump to where they spent a lot of their time. They spent a good amount of time talking about Diamond Quest. And they even they were playing the tutorial, so there's some stuff there that's interesting. But let's break down this. So this is a roguelike game mode. Map change, which means the map changes, and if you lose one of the bosses, meaning the stadium challenges is what they call it. So there's 2 stadiums on the map. If you lose there, you lose everything, like a roguelite. If you don't play a roguelite, like I said, I made the comment on Tuesday. If you've ever played something like Hades, Emerald Rogue, if you're into Pokemon ROMs, if you play Hades, Cult of Lamb, I think Shovel Knight's also one of those. So there's plenty of them that are roguelites. So it's just a baseball version of that. So we're gonna go ahead here. So this guy right here is what they call Sweeper. He's a very tough boss. You can play him. I don't know necessarily what difficulty he is. I'm sure somebody will play him. I assume he might be on goated difficulty, which I don't necessarily mean unbeatable, but I would avoid him. He's there now. He is there. And all that stuff. You'll be playing this. So, who is a boss, who's tough. We talked about that. This is the Peanuts thing. You can buy diamond and gold perks here with Peanuts you get along the way. Don't know how many you're necessarily going to get, but you see like Stealth Commander, Base Commander, Speed while stealing is 125. Wake Up is 450. And what is this? Rally Time is 1000. in this mode, you can get PXP. All the stuff do correlate, so which is good. This might be a better mode than, say, mini seasons to be playing. You get perks and stuff while getting there. There are nerfs if you quit, is what I was getting at. If you quit or lose something, you do get a nerf that lasts one game. Don't necessarily know how bad there are, but we will kind of see. So to finish this thing, all you have to do is beat one stadium challenge. They suggested you get everything. That's also what I would suggest. Oh, there is a hazard step there. There you go. Okay, that's bad. Well ahead in the count. So there are nerfs that you can land on. They did suggest you're better off just going every space and doing it, which is good. That is rough. That is too. Now, the thing that they did want to mention was movement is based on a dice roll. It is a d6, a 6-sided dice that you will be rolling, as you see there on the screen. That will dictate your movement. Now you can pick how many spaces you move. I think there's a reaction. Yep, there is for every movement you get, which is nice. And they are throwing out these things. And you can get a pack, you can get some other stuff. But as you look, the map changes every time. Now, so minimum 1 challenge. There are nerfs as well. Everyone gets more rewards, and they did say, and they showed it in the live portion, beating the challenges and stuff actually increases your percentage of getting epic and rare rewards. On the live portion, when they beat all of them, they actually had 100% chance to get the rare and epic cards, which are Silver Ron Soto and a Gold Aaron Judge. I think that might be from the tutorial one. I could be wrong. That's what they were playing, so I'm assuming that's what it is. On All-Star, it was 100%. On Veteran, I believe it was like 96. So in terms of odds, you might be better off playing at All-Star. The sort of median is there again, which is nice. So as long as you're playing and winning, you're gonna be fine. Especially if you're like, if the forethought is on the last one, I think that's perfectly fine. You can save the map. You can save. So if let's say you're playing it and you have to leave or something, you can save in the diamond mode, not in the game mode. So not in like this thing right here. So you can save it, come back, play something else, and then come back if you need to. Similar to Showdown, how Showdown was. So you can all do all of that. More wins, better odds. We were talking about that. The maps do not expire, and you can save and come back. I think that's all of my notes. That is all of the notes. And by the way, they did show, Gan did show that Hank Greenberg was in the game. Let's see here. We're going to scroll a little bit ahead here. So here, this is what I was talking about. So here are the reward screen, and I'm going to see if I can find the end one. We'll scrub here. So, was this it? No, this wasn't it. So so remember this, where it's like rookie. I guess at this point you're just gonna get Juan Soto, the rare. The epic's gonna take a little bit longer. Let me see if I can find the last bit here. It was at the end where they showed it. We're scrubbing. Here we go. This is what I was talking about. So here at the end here, this is the last one. Rookie 91, 96 on Vet All-Star. You're guaranteed to get both of them. And they even made that comment. I mean, realistically here too, if you wanted to play on Veteran, you probably would get them both. And if you got to play again, you play it again. I don't think it's a bad thing. But again, if we're looking at the threshold here for All-Star, now granted, they did lose one challenge, so this also could be 100 at the very end. This might be 96. So if that's the case, you can play anything. But again, I would say if we're going to be looking for competitive ranking, play down, play here, minimally, maybe even Hall of Fame. But at least All-Star, unless your Chargers want to speed through it, I would assume. But again, if we're just looking for epic rewards, when these become diamonds and stuff, you're probably going to want to have the better chance. So sort of keep this thing in mind here, that if this is this could very well be what you're going to get at the end of that tutorial map. And we don't know what necessarily the first map's going to be, but they were talking about that. And just so, and then they got 5 peanuts. So it's not like, I don't think you're necessarily getting a bunch of peanuts here, but they didn't touch every square either. But you see sort of here, mystery square, challenge, and they sort of work their way around. And the stadium challenge here, peanut cart. So they did talk about touching them all. I would suggest that, though. Again, we don't necessarily know the stadium layout or the map layout, so you could kind of, I guess you can kind of bounce back and forth. But that's what they showed us. mainly today, and I want to. They talked about Hank Greenberg being confirmed in here. Let's see. I don't even know where it was. It was on Scan's thing that Hank Greenberg's in the game, which I think is pretty snazzy. I don't remember where they saw him. You know what? Here, we'll switch over really quick, and let me see if I can pull up Scan's thing. Let's pull up Scan's Twitter before we go. That is Twitch. That is not Twitter. For Twitter here, let's see. Let's see here really fast. We'll show at least the Hank Greenberg thing. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, and by the way, I'm just gonna here. We'll go through. Here's the thing for next week. Here, we'll just start here. Let's switch back over. We'll start here. So this is all next week's storylines. It's on Monday. Team Affinity also on Monday. I'm guessing this is live. This is recorded. This is live. Legends reveal. Dev tourney. I don't care about this per se. Here's the programs, the innings, the multi-program, the first program. Countdown to early access. This is Wednesday, and then launch. Well, Thursday night early access. I don't know why they call it early access. Just make it launch day one. All that stuff. It's gonna be a busy week next week. They did talk about graphics. Somebody says, save for a couple animations, this game's indistinguishable from MLB 07. And then Scam posted the picture here where he's like, I don't know if this is necessarily indistinguishable. I'm gonna make the hot take statement here and say I get what he's saying here. If like, here's the problem, and this is a brief add-on here. When it comes to them talking about graphics and stuff, here's the thing that I don't think people understand. At a certain point, graphics are just gonna hit a ceiling. And when you're talking about this, I see the point that they're trying to make is it's this, but cleaner, is the point I think they're trying to make, which is, I guess, argumentatively sort of true, is the model necessarily hasn't changed a whole lot. It's just a little bit more polished. If that's the argument they're trying to make, it's true, but this isn't like a 1-to-1. I'm just throwing it out there. This is just an add-on. I'm just throwing that out there. Let's go to the Hank Greenberg thing really fast here. And he made this theory too. We'll show this. So theory, in older games, last 3 diamonds were split odds-wise into groups sub 90 and 90 plus, with Otani being highest at 91. These packs in Weekend League Classic, I hope they're split. I think the split's now 88, so anyone 88 may be tougher to get than the 85s to 87s, which is true, but again, they might have lowered that window. But if they're wanting people to play more on their hand this stuff out, because this is 2, so I wonder if this will be a little bit easier. And here's Aaron Judge, by the way. He's a 90. There you go. There's his numbers. Oh, this is the Hank Greenberg thing. Let me make this bigger. I can't zoom in, but Hank, it's kind of hard to see. Let's see. There you go. There's Greenberg. Hank Greenberg. So I had to zoom to 400 times there. But yeah, Hank Greenberg's apparently in the game. Let's see. Is there anything else we missed? Oh, it was from Blind Blake V. Keatle. So there you go. He was the one who spotted it. He just you can't throw 104, but that's what perks in the new game mode. Here's an explanation from Scan. Diamond Quest is a board game style mode meant to be your play. Can risk losing rewards if you list rewards, lose on the way. Weekend Classic during the last week ranked season. Very good rewards for first 6 wins. Really simplifying it. There's confusion. It's a roguelite. Yeah, many people do not understand roguelites. That's why I keep explaining it and trying to sort of make it seem, basically be like, it's a new game every time. There's some more score bugs if you're into this kind of thing. Looks pretty nice, I think. I think the biggest thing right here is I like this stadium, the stuff at the bottom, because one thing, if you're streaming, people always ask what you're doing. Hopefully that helps. And here's some rewards that are in here, I guess. You could get a rare and an epic, so you're probably gonna be running this back to a certain degree. And then he talks about here, roguelite, you're pretty losing earned rewards. Also, maps are meant to be repeated. So that's probably where a lot of stuff's going to be. And again, we talked about the Otani thing. The 100 players thing. So I'm guessing it's going to be a lot. Here are the bullet points to summarize everything here from Scan, Weekend Classic, from his understanding, from Thursday to Tuesday. Place in division based on your rank heading into the weekend. Play 6 games in that time. Each win with those 6 games get more rewards. Continue to play after the 6 games to chase the leaderboard to earn more. It's an extension of ranks. You win and gain and lose ranks simultaneously. Rewards are sellable and will be back. So again, all that. Division you will place have 100 players, so there'll be players in the same rank as you, rating window as you. You'll still match with people like it's normal rank 2, but the games just mean more during this week classic mode. And to be clear, the leaderboard you chase includes 100 players you're in. So again, you're going to be in this thing. And to reiterate here, if you lose in the first game, you get any awards. Goals to win all 6. However, you get the awards. Rewards are in for each win. So if you go 1-6, you can still get that 1 win reward. I don't know how much this will change. However, depending on where you are, it's going to be a little bit different. But again, for the most part, let's say you're here, that's what you're going to be getting and all that fun stuff. The best thing to do is truthfully, just keep playing. Get better at it. There's plenty of things you can do, and we're going to be talking more about that when the game comes out. So stay tuned for all that fun stuff because there is a lot going on. Okay, that's all of it. That's everything. My chair is consistently shrinking me down because it's old and I hate myself. It's awful. I need a new one, but we'll get to that. That's for me, not you. Nevertheless, that is everything from today. It's going to be busy as hell next week. There will be a video tomorrow on what? Who knows? We'll figure it out when we get there. But thanks for tuning this in. Leave a like if you like it, all that fun stuff. We'll be here all next week. Get on the Twitch because that's where we're going to be Thursday night into Friday and all that fun stuff. So with all that being said, my name is Specs, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.